Dina? Welcome, everyone. Thank you. We are May already. Can you believe that, in 2023? So today's May 2nd. We are going to start off with Know Yourself, Be Authentic, and lead in a way that is true to you. Own your unique talents and strengths and empower those around you. So this is principle number 5 out of 12. I'm super, super excited. Vanessa, who's covering for Marty, that was actually scheduled to do this one, is running a few minutes late. We're all in traffic. Gotta love it. But we do have a special guest. This is the very first time that Indra Cameron-Banks has been on the council call. So I'm super excited. So that's awesome. Today with me, we have formerly with the DOJ, I have Erica Courtney, and then we also have Tammy Bunnell and Kelly Amont. And let's see, we're California heavy versus East Coast heavy. So yeah, so anyway, so we talk it out. So anyway, thank you very much for joining us. So if you think about what's going on with the world right now with Know Yourself, let me get out of the screen here. It is being recorded. If you think about Know Yourself in the principle, why we started these principles is that we have to reset and actually look at what we're doing in today's world on how the world's changing. You look at what's going on with technology, you got to go look what's going on with the different infrastructures that we have out there. And what I wanted to really focus on today while I'm covering for Vanessa is that you'll be getting here soon, is that knowing yourself is having that aha moment. And I really had this aha moment when Tammy said last session, she said, we provide the solutions to the problems here in this council. And so the ideas before that, about a couple of months ago, we had Marty Dutch, who's unfortunately couldn't be on the call today, is that she was talking about, let's have a chart that we all can connect and make sure that we have this opportunity to have an infrastructure to where we have a roadmap to provide those solutions in all the different overlays that we have. And that, to me, just really struck this aha moment that we are together coming to help find our self within ourselves, which is very different. So every time we have a little buzzword that someone's something, from me, I really get to know ourselves. So I'm super, super excited. But I'd like to take a moment right now to have Indra introduce herself. We've been doing this now as a 3rd year. And so Indra, let's take a minute and introduce yourself to our listeners, who you are and where you come from. I'd love to hear that.
Good morning. I'm here in Los Angeles. I'm an attorney. I have my own practice that I started last year with a former colleague of mine. We're both former Department of Justice trial attorneys and federal prosecutors. So we do a lot of white-collar criminal defense, internal investigations, fraud, and civil rights work. So that's me in a nutshell, professionally.
Excellent. So if we were to open up with you, I'm going to put you on the spot. Here you are in a very intense dealing with fraud and crime, going after big cases, and then going into the nonprofit world for a year, and now coming out and working back and starting your own practice with Terrence. How was that change to get to know yourself? I mean, think about, you've gone from the different things. So let's open up with you.
Yeah, no, I did spend a lot of time after I left the Department of Justice in a nonprofit sector working with people experiencing homelessness here in Los Angeles. And I still work with them. And I currently sit on the state board, California State Board of Pharmacy, which is something a little different than what I have done in the past. And I'm also on the board of the RAND Corporation on their Social and Equity Policy Board. So all of these things have begun for me probably in the last 5 years. And in terms of knowing myself, what I have learned about myself is I am a very naturally curious person. I'm very naturally fearless. And I think being curious and fearless go hand in hand. And I don't like boundaries. I don't like ceilings. I don't like the outside world telling me what to do. And at the Department of Justice, it's very hierarchical. I rose to a senior management position there, so I know how to do that, but that's not who I am. And that's not what I want to do. And so, I think that's what I've learned about myself. I no longer have fixed ideas about myself or fixed goals. I'm a Pisces, so I think I do flow. I feel like I've become more myself and more comfortable with myself by letting myself flow and not holding myself to something, but going what actually inspires and interests me. And if it doesn't, if it's boring, I don't do it anymore. Because what's the point? For me, what's the point? And so I think I've changed in that way, sort of in the last 5 years. So, you know, in terms of knowing myself. And I know if it's boring, if it's not challenging, if I don't see a point to it, you know, and